okay. You already know who it is, man. It's Mr. Hoffa. Jammed Up Journals, J-U-J. I won't judge you, so don't judge me.
Even though I done changed my life, criminal records, what they judging me by. That's why.
You know what we're doing out here, bro. South by Southwest takeover, bro. Jammed Up Journals, you know who we at.
Hey man, same man as a kid that did South walking right now, man. I'm rocking with Jammed Up Journals, man. And we trying to teach for you that you can be the truth and not have to lose your years and cry the tears when catching these charges in these streets. You know what I'm talking about?
That's RJ 150, the biggest hoodie. I'm here with Jammed Up Journals doing it big, South by Southwest.
It's Rich Soul, and we on Jammed Up Journals, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in.
Little J-Bo checking in, man. Shout out Jammed Up Journals, man.
It's your boy Terrell, a.k.a. Record Killer. You know what it is, I'm jammed up, you know? Jammed Up Journal, man. That's how we go.
Good time out here. Texas taking care of me, you know what I'm saying?
Stay out of trouble, don't trouble nobody.
Order!
Wreck out.
Wreck out.
You are now tapping into the frequencies of Jammed Up Journals. And I'm your host, Big Prop.
Who else?
Mr. Hoffa. And I'm with my co-defendant,
Rock
the Block. What else, nigga?
The Black Fight.
Thunder. So you already know what's going on. We here with the one and only Texas world-renowned, and I want to present esteem, impeccableness to the one and only Angel Love. What's up, baby?
Hey, I'm like, hey.
Yes, we here. So now look,
She's giving me princess vibes.
Listen, I am so honored to have you on this platform because
thank you for having me.
No, it's an honor for me. But let me tell you, even deeper than just the music, it's an honor because one, I've been dealing with Martin, right? With family, right? And we got so much love for him. He's such an integral man. But I have even a more relationship with history with Rob. Rob, let me tell you, Rob saved my life one time. Listen, I didn't know how to act. Cause look, I came to Texas.
Jammed Up stories.
Look, this is a story, right? I came to Texas and I ain't know nothing about Fireball and fucking Rumplements. No, listen. Listen, I was in Fort Worth, Funky Town. Okay. Shout out to Funky Town, right? I used to live out there, right? And this nigga, I went hanging out with Rob one night and I got so drunk. I started acting so goofy, niggas wanted to kill me, right?
Oh, no.
But Rob stood in front of me and said, if niggas want to touch my man, they got to fuck with me. And niggas fell back. And because of that moment right there, I was like, yo, this nigga Rob is right to die for me. So I have so much respect for your family. It trickles down. But the first thing I want to tell everybody is that I want to let them know where you from. So I want you to rep your hood. Where you from, man?
I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. I'm from the south side of Fort Worth, Texas.
Funky Town, yes, ma'am.
Texas.
Okay, so this show is taking us on a journey, right? Because we could do a bunch of like questions and random shit, but the show is taking us on a journey. So I want to let people know your background of what developed Angel Love to who she is today.
Like, what are your influences?
Yes.
Musically, spiritually.
Musically, like, okay, so you saying like musically, like, oh, I want you to kind of elaborate on that.
Like what you listen to.
Who you grew up listening to?
You.
What did Mama play in the house?
Yeah.
That you was having to wash dishes.
It sounds crazy, but like it's like I really can't even like pinpoint a certain person, this or that, because like I kind of grew up around like all genres of music. Like we would listen to this one day and then that the next day. Like it could be oldies, it could be rock, it could be R&B, you know, like anything. We just listen to whatever.
Now let me ask you one question, right? Let me ask you one question. Since we're in Texas, right? Was Selena an influence to you?
Yeah, I would have to say because like growing up, like, you know, that's one of the big artists that you
huge global. That's Grammy.
Everybody knows about her. Like, yeah. And then I've been compared to her. People be saying I'm the hood Selena.
Okay.
So that's pretty like that.
There's a connection there.
Yeah.
So you feel some kind of identification with her, like if you seen her story, right? Did you ever feel connected to her story?
I mean, I want to say kind of in a way, because when I first started music, that it was really not something that like I was thinking about. Like I was just kind of good at it, and I got studio time as a Christmas present.
Okay.
So yeah, so that was
a Christmas present.
Yeah.
How'd that work out?
But you got like 2-3 hours in the school. Just
yeah, like I really didn't. I just would be in the room just fucking around bullshitting and shit. And then yeah, he had got me some studio time. Like everybody had got something. He was like, "Oh yeah," and I got you studio time. I was kind of like, "What? Like, what do you mean studio time?" Like,
you know what I noticed about you though is that like you have a diversity that still embodies like the actual art. Right? Yeah. Because you take your art very serious. And I've been following you for a while. Yeah. You know, I bumped into you on Ragland. We spoke a few times, right? So music has become like a creative part of your expressions, right? Yes. So how serious do you take the actual creation of the art?
Basically, with like writing, when you write stuff,
like what's my process of like what? Like just you asking me like what?
Exactly.
Okay.
Like how does your formula work? You don't got to give your secrets away to the world because you don't want to give it to everybody.
Of course not.
We want to give you a glimpse.
Well, of course, you gotta have your dedication. You gotta really be like into it. You gotta really want it for one. Like,
passionate.
Yeah, you gotta be passionate. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, of course you gotta want it. One.
What made you when hip hop came into your life? What was the point of you creating? How did it make you feel when you created?
Oh, okay. So sometimes I just be like sad. You know, you be waking up and you just be kind of like, So like. When I was younger, I did go to counseling for a little while, just kind of help me with that. So like, she would tell me things like, write or like do this and that. And, I never was the type to be good at school, you know, but I made it, of course, graduated on time, all that. But yeah, for sure that. But
when did you write your first rhyme? How old was you?
My first. That's okay. So that's so funny because I wasn't even like, I literally started maybe going on 2 years, like, with the music. That's kind of like when I first started, like, actually writing rhymes. But, like, I remember when I was younger, I used to play around with, like, okay, so, like, I would always listen to covers of songs. Like, and my sisters and them, they would always want to listen to, like, the regular song. And I used to be like, but this really goes hard.
Was it R&B? Because there's a difference.
No, like rap. It was rap.
All right.
Like, just, like, just covers.
So, what did you like with rap music?
Like, Lakia.
She's
one person that like I seen like just being in her room kind of like doing the rap and then like becoming who she is. But there's another girl, I really can't remember her name just because like how you hear music and then after a while you just don't listen to it no more and then
so now here's another one for you, right? Because we've all had experiences of being jammed up, right? And jammed up has taken us into a fork in the road where it's like we feel like, for me personally, right, I could go this way or I could go that way, right? And I got kids right now myself. And I'm at that point where I see my kids, they have an option. They can go either way, right? So for one of my sons, he plays sports. So if he goes this way, he could be into the streets. If he goes this way, he can be into the sports and do something positive in his life. What made you say, I'm going to take this more serious because I see there's a fork in the road. And I know that my options can go right or left, right? And it deals with sometimes family members being in jammed up situations, right? Where you see them like, damn, Dio just fucking caught a bid. Cuzzo just caught a bid. I'm not doing this shit. I'm taking something more serious. Did you ever have a point in your life where it was like, there's so many failures. This is more positive. I got to focus on this positive shit. Did you ever feel like that?
Well, growing up, I've always been like the black sheep of the family. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, like.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Right? But we're all the black sheep some way, somehow.
Yeah, no, but I always knew growing up I was going to be something, So, like, it just kind of, like, it just happened to be music. And then when I started doing the music, everything was right. Like, it fell in place. Yeah, like, when I made the first song, Turn It Up, I really didn't even know how to write a song. I just kind of knew how to do the verses. And I was like, okay, a hook, like, whatever. And then...
And then it turned out to be a banger.
Yeah, and then the music video, everything. So I was like, oh shit, like this is something we could do. Like,
so let me say this, right? Shout out to RGM, right? Because one time I was in, matter of fact, I was in Funky Town. I was working at Temptations. Y'all know about Temptations?
Hey, we were just talking about that.
Yeah. So shout out to Omar. Shout out to Omar, my man. Omar Garcia and
Mr. Hoffman.
I've been around the world and yeah. So when I went out there, I think they suspended me from the club or some shit. I did some goofy shit,
Nah,
right? Yeah. Yo, I be getting suspended from mad strip clubs. They be banning me and shit. But so what happened was, right? When I wasn't working at the club, Renee, RGM, RGM 150, know the vibes,
y'all
right?
tap in.
He was like, I told him, I said, yo, give me a fucking, give me a notebook from Walmart. I gotta write some rhymes. I'm stressed out. He was like, nigga, do you realize that when you get into problems, you write rhymes and it becomes therapeutic?
Yeah.
Like, it's like a release.
So that's like what I was talking about earlier, like how
that's your
inspiration. Yeah.
It's to let out.
Letting out your pain.
And just because me the way like I am, like I wanted to, you know, be something for show. Like, you know. So it just helped. It
that's the
helped
work of a true
my
artist. Even if you're stressing about something, you can still write a rhyme that got nothing to do with what you're having a problem about. And you write the illest bars ever because your mind is in a place of creation.
Nah, for real. I be going through things and I be writing shit and I be like, fuck, that shit goes so hard. And then like when
you express your feelings.
Yeah, and I said
when I get the right beat to hit that shit too.
No, okay, because I be like walking on them beats, like moonwalking on them for real. Hey, no, but
you heard it right here.
Princess Five told you moonwalking on them.
Okay, what? No, but you know what I'm saying?
The therapeutic part about releasing the creative.
Oh yeah, so when I be listening to my music, sometimes I'll be thinking, I'll be like, damn, like I remember exactly what I was going through. I remember exactly why I wrote that. I know exactly what the fuck.
So one of the things that I want to end off with is that I want to let people, especially the kids, right? I want you to give somebody,
send a message.
Somebody that grew up. Look. I'm gonna say it in a perfect way. I want to talk to that girl that grew up in Funky Town, right? And she grew up in the same areas that you did. And I want you to give her some advice of how she should maneuver her life.
I don't know, fucking be you. Don't be nobody but you. Love yourself.
Nobody but you.
Yeah.
Love yourself.
And always spread love too. Like spread love, be happy. Don't not everybody's gonna like you in this world.
That's a fact, Jack.
That's the truth.
Just be you. Be the best person you can be for yourself. Don't do it for nobody else.
And you know what? I think that's something very important to touch, right?
Two words. Do you?
We're all a lot of people, including myself, have been influenced by other things, and you want to live up to a certain caliber, and they forget about being themselves. Like,
and stay humble. Most definitely that.
Stay humble.
Man.
Why is that important to you?
Because some people, they be losing sight. They be forgetting where they come from, or what the fuck it was, or why the fuck it was, or like what they went through to be who they are, you know?
You know, the money nowadays, it ain't even money no more. It's like Instagram fame and internet fame. That's the new currency right now. That's the new currency right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically how everybody feels they're getting paid right now through that. And that can destroy people and stuff like that.
So something important she said is live your true self, right?
Regardless.
When you're not living your true self, you trying to fit into a bunch of standards.
That's where you start getting into bumps in the road and stuff just because you wasn't being you.
Haters gonna hate.
Being you.
Yeah.
Haters gonna hate?
Haters gonna hate.
Or some interview shit. Remember that movie? They said that shit, right? Now, the last thing is that I want to let people know what should they expect from Angel Love.
Oh, okay. So in May at Halton Theater, we got a motherfucking show. Zero gonna pop out. Y'all come turn up. Y'all can tap in on my social media to find out more about that. ANGEELLUV Angel Love 2 E 3 L's Miss Person bitch. You can look me up on anything.
Know that.
You're right.
I'm on all that. So yeah, y'all tap in, and then we got a whole bunch of things coming up. Like I really don't want to say too much about things that I got going on, just because I don't like to be putting it out there.
Exactly.
You know, like.
Rather show than tell.
Yeah, you know, you feel me? But hey, I got a lot on the way, so y'all stay tuned, tap in, and you already know.
Hey, listen,
turning it up.
Y'all heard it right here from the princess, man.
The princess.
Angel Love. It's such a pleasure to rock with you.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna bring you out to New York. We're gonna book you for some shit.
Man, I'm telling you.
But the one thing I want to tell people is that, you know, we ain't meant to survive.
It's a setup.
But even though you're fed up,
gotta keep your head up.
Okay.
Peace. Hey. Bang.
raw demeanor. Pull up at the scene, nice to meet ya. Nina dancing like ballerinas, loyalty deep like Camagina. If we miss, we gon' spin again. Got that bitch in the back at the bench. She acted wild with her richer friends. She sucking, Graciana. Bust it open like Tatiana. Excuse my French, I meant Tatiana. Big boss shit like Tony Montana. Kuna Montana, the recipe. Can't let the hoes get the best of me. Dipping that cool, I guess indeed. Best be the vibes and the vision is green. It's giving rich girl energy. Yeah, same hoes who forgot the codes. Be the same hoes who will talk a fold. Don't compare when you can't compete. Top tier status when you fucking with me. Step out the way, it's time for the big leagues. Keep on woke like a 3-state bean. Better think twice when you fucking with me, cause the gang gon' slide. Yeah, bitches be oppin', niggas be flocking. Head to the top, ain't no soul finna stop it. Yeah, they be talking, yeah, they be capping. Want a reaction, so come with that action. No need to retaliate, time to focus, no distractions. End of discussion, yeah, you dismiss. Fuckin' my face with that fake ass shit. Know a couple niggas who hold the dinners, cause I rock with niggas with different bandanas. Behind moms, I'ma go bananas. As the last bitch, like Brianna. I'ma get to trippin' like Dirty Ayana. Clutching big boys, trapping so hard, call me Griselda. Yeah, call me Griselda. Yeah, Southside baby with a raw demeanor. Pull up at the scene, nice to meet ya. Nina dancing like ballerinas, loyalty deep like Camagina. If we miss, we gon' spin again. Got that bitch in the back at the bench. She acted wild with her richer friends. She sucking, Graciana. Southside baby with a raw demeanor. Pull up at the scene, nice to meet ya. Nina dancing like ballerinas, loyalty deep like Camagina. If we miss, we gon' spin again. Got that bitch in the back at the bench. She acted wild with her richer friends. She sucking, Graciana. Y'all know what it is. Tapped in with Jammed Up Journals. Y'all tap into this little vlog that we finna do. Whole lot of gang shit. You know it.
Jammed Up Journals.
Order, order, order!